Welcome back to Week 14 and the last 2025 IDP Bi-Week Waiver Wire. And we are jumping straight into the secondary this week, starting with
Bengals safety Geno Stone. He is still undervalued overall off the waiver wire, and will confirm his status as one of the safest DB volume tacklers in the league, averaging a solid 7 combined tackles per game across 12 contests this season, adding in at least 9 playmaking IDP stats, depending on your IDP scoring formats, such as tackles for loss and interceptions. This high floor is what anchors his IDP value, but his upside is explosive. And put simply, Stone is a critical defender for the Bengals defense this year. And in Week 14, Stone gets a home matchup against the high-flying Buffalo Bills. The Bills are currently a top 5 team at allowing production to safeties. Their aggressive offense guarantees the Bengals secondary will be busy and exposed to high tackle counts. And Geno Stone will have ample opportunity to post a high tackle count and make a game-changing turnover. He is an excellent and safe DB1.
And likely no surprise, the Eagles' Nakobe Dean is your Week 14 must-start waiver wire linebacker. His return to the field is also likely the biggest story of the Eagles' defense. After missing the first part of the season while recovering from a devastating torn patellar tendon suffered in last year's playoffs, Dean is finally healthy and fully unleashed. And this is also perfect timing. After slowly ramping up his usage, Dean has finally averaged around 90% of the defensive snaps over the last 2 games, securing his every-down role again. And this increase helped fuel his monster 12-tackle performance against the Bears in Week 13, bringing his total to 17 combined tackles, 1 for a loss, and a sack over those last 2 matchups. And it's not like he wasn't producing per snap before these last 2 matchups. And despite how often he is hurt, Dean has always been a high-floor player with a massive ceiling when he's healthy. And he caps it all off with a top 5 tackle and top 10 sack-based ranked IDP matchups against the Chargers this week. So in our opinion, if you need a top LB1 this week, there is no better setup. Pick up Dean immediately. He is a must-start. Just don't plan on this guy being here the rest of the season. He's really had some bad luck with injuries.
Let's move on to our defensive end target, Buccaneers edge rusher Yaya Diaby. Diaby is a high-volume, high-opportunity player. In Week 13 against the Arizona Cardinals, while his tackle numbers remained low, the volume resulted in the high-value plays we want: a sack, a tackle for loss, and a combined 2 tackles. Crucially, Diaby has logged sacks in each of the past 2 games, putting him at 6 on the season with 9 tackles for a loss ahead of this week's home date with the New Orleans Saints. But of course, it's really all about the matchup. This is a prime streaming scenario. The Saints matchup lingers around a top 12 ranking for allowing production to defensive ends, and they are currently starting rookie quarterback Tyler Schaff, and the rookie's expected struggles are evident. The Saints QB has been sacked an alarming 9 times in the last 2 games, 4 in one and 5 in the other, which directly leads to a massive sack opportunity for Diaby. So, if you're managing buys or need high upside production in a deeper league because no one better is available, Diaby is an absolute must-consider based on his full-time role and this really favorable matchup. So, we have to think this makes him a solid Week 14 DO2 target. Plus, his high-end matchup, he very well could hit a low-end DO1 status when it's all said and done. If you found this advice helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more IDP deep dives, and as always, thanks for watching.
They doubted us every step of the way, but we knew what we were capable of.